I'd like you to try number 7 here on
Okay.
your own and give me your final answer when you
Okay.
get there. Really similar, so my guess is you'll have no problems doing it.
Okay, so I got 13 over 14.
Yes, that is correct. Very good.
And for number 8, I got 1 and 1/20th.
Okay, let me check number 8 here. I didn't, I just did the first one there. You said
1 and 1/20th.
1 and 1/20th. Okay, let me just quickly, so that this becomes 7 over 5, which is
Yeah.
21 over 20, which is 1 and 1/20th. So good.
Okay.
So multiplying and even dividing a lot easier than
Yeah, a lot.
subtracting.
Those are easier. And then the subtraction and addition is what I struggle with.
Okay. All right. So for this first problem here, 9, there's no fraction to the right of the 4.
So you could just suggest it to be 4 over 1, or would you just keep it at 4?
You want to split it apart here because you like it's a little bit awkward, but you look at this part
So it'd be
here,
3 plus 1.
3 plus 1, but instead of 1, you're gonna use this denominator here and write it as 3 plus 8 over 8 minus 2 minus 3 over 8. And we had kind of a small issue here last time, so I'm going to do a better job with the signs here. These are both subtracted, the
Yeah.
on the right.
So then you would. So then could you take the 3 and the 2 off to the side and subtract
Yes,
the 8/8 minus the 3/3, 3/8.
3/8, yes.
So then that would become 5/8.
Yes.
So and then would you subtract
Nope.
2 from 3?
These are added.
Uh,
Well,
okay.
yeah.
So 5/8. What? 1 plus 5/8. That'd be 1 and 1 and 5/8.
Yes. Okay, so let's have you try 11. It's really similar, like it's the same steps, just
Okay.
different numbers.
What about 10?
We'll get back to 10.
Okay.
10's a little different, but
Okay. Seven and 7/9.
okay. What did you break apart the
So the
14 into?
14 would be 1 plus 13.
You really want to go 13 plus 1.
Okay, well 13 plus 1. Okay. And then I changed that to 9 over 9 plus 1 minus 8 minus 2/9.
I heard an extra 1 in there. The 1 becomes the 9 over 9.
Oh, right.
And then you bring this down, you bring this down.
Okay. Because I did it as the 13 became the 9/9. I don't know how, but yeah. That's my mistake.
So you can take that 13 and subtract 8. 9/9, subtract 2/9, and then you're combining the results.
So 7/9 and 5 7/9.
Yes. So let me have you try another one here. Let's have you try 10 minus 4 5/8.
Okay. Five 3/8.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So for number 10, what's different about 10, I think this was one of the types we were looking at the other day, is you have to look and see if 1/6, how does that compare to 2/3? Like, is 1/6 less than
Or 3 can
2/3?
go into
We're looking at
6
the
or
magnitude. We're looking at like,
okay.
so
Well,
to do
1/6 is larger than 2/3.
it is not large. It is not larger.
Oh.
It's smaller. And you
Oh
you
yeah,
do that.
because it would be that times. So yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So you find a common denominator.
Multiply that by 2. So then, yeah, because 3 times 2 is
Right.
6.
Right. So
So then
this
you
one has,
multiply that by 2. Yeah.
all right. So that, because it's smaller, you now have the added step. You do break the 5 apart into 4 and 1, but it's now 1 and 1/6. -2 minus 2/3. So that some of it is very similar. It's still breaking that whole number apart, but you pair that number with the fraction.
And then I guess
You subtract 4 minus 2, 1 and 1/6 minus 2/3.
okay.
So on the
So
right here,
then
you have to come up with the common
Well,
denominator after making an improper fraction.
improper. So then that would become 7/6 minus 2/3, and then you would you have to change the 3 to a 6 by multiplying it by 2?
Yes.
So you'd have to change the numerator to 4 because you had to multiply it by 2.
Just like we did over here on the right. Yep.
Okay. So that becomes 4, 6 minus 7, 6, and then you would subtract, and that would become 3/6. So then 2 and 3/6.
Yes. And does that reduce though the 3/6?
Oh yeah, it would reduce to 1/3. 1/3.
No. Just the 3/6 reduces. Just that fraction.
So then it would become, yeah, because can you just divide the 3 by 3 and the
Yes. So that's
6 by 3?
So
So
2 and 1/2.
oh, so 2.5. Okay.
All right, so I should give you another one like this. You know, again, you got to compare the fractions to see magnitude. So let's go like 8 1/2 minus 3 7/8. Okay.
Okay. Okay. That becomes 5 3/8.
Okay, so did you break apart the 8 into 7 and 1?
Yeah.
Bring down the 1/2.
Yes.
Good. So this is
Okay.
-3 minus 7/8. So 7 minus 3 is 4. But you've got the 1 1/2 minus 7/8.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3/2 minus 7/8. What do we do in this situation?
You would multiply the 2 to get to 8. So then
Okay.
you would multiply that by 4. So then 3 times 4 is 12.
So 12
Minus
over 8,
7.
7 over 8 is 5 over 8.
5 over 8 was 4. 4 and 5 are 8. Okay.
Okay, where did you go where are you different than me?
So I think what I did differently is I accidentally subtracted the 7 from the 1 1/2.
Okay,
So that was my mistake.
let's try another one here if you're ready.
Okay.
Let's go 9 1/3 minus 6 and let's go 7/15.
9. 2 and 13 over 15.
Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, do you have some other things you'd like us to work on today?
No, I don't think so.
right.
Hang on, let me check with my grid. Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, so let me make up a couple problems here for you. Okay, let's let B equal 1 and 1/5. And let's let C equal 2 and 1/3. Let's calculate C minus B, please. What is C
Okay.
minus B?
So C minus B. My pencil. Okay. And for this,
Go
you
ahead.
would be breaking up which number?
Well, first of all, did you write this down? Did you get the order correct here?
Oh, I did not get the order correct, so I'll do that. Oh
Okay.
yeah, 'cause it would be C minus B.
Yes.
So,
So it's a small thing, but I mean, you
yeah, so
gotta
now
start
that
out
makes
there.
2/3. All right, so then it breaks up.
Now, keep in mind here, is 1/3 less than 1/5?
1/3 less than 1/5.
And to answer that, you have to find a common denominator to answer that question.
15.
Okay.
So 1/5 is larger though.
What is the number on the left here?
The number on the left would be 5,
Okay. And what's the number on the right?
3,
Okay. So which is larger, 5 or 3?
5. So it would be okay.
So there's no borrowing needed in this case. Like you can take the 2 and subtract the 1,
Yeah.
and then you
Okay.
take the 1/3 and subtract the 1/5.
Okay. So that's 1, and then it'd be 2/15. 1 and 2/15.
Yes. Very good. All right, let's try another one here. Let C equal 1 and 1/3. I'm sorry, 1 and 1/3. And let's say it's 4 minus C is what I'm asking you to calculate. 4 minus C.
Okay. So 4. So I don't get this because When you break it down enough, wouldn't it be 1 minus 1/3?
Remember, we did problems like this earlier. This is like number, let me see here. Sorry.
It'd be like number 9 or 11.
Right. So you have to break the 4 into 3 and 1,
Yes.
minus 1, minus 1/3. So you take
Oh, right. Yeah.
3 minus 1, and then you have
That's right.
plus 1 minus 1/3, 3/3 minus 1/3 becomes 3 and 2/3.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stop here for today.